It's Murphy Gray Hunter. Okay, so I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about candles. Now, if y'all remember, I had a 33 essence candle that I burned. This is what it looks like. It's got like wax fruit in there. It's got oils in there. It's got a lot of stuff in here. But I burned mine, and this is what happened to mine. Crispy critter. Look at that. Okay, so there are several reasons why my candle could have burned black. One of the reasons why my candle could have burned black was because there was negativity sent my way, okay? And usually when there's negativity sent your way, anything that you're trying to do will be like this. Or if you have negativity in your house, or someone has tried to put something on you. Like, if, say for example, this 33 essence candle represents 33 things that I want. And a lot of this has to do with you want help with, you want aid in like a road opener, money, relationships, love, attraction. And attraction can be all different types of things. This is in Spanish, so it's a little hard for me to read. Did I say open doors? Yeah, open doors. Anyway, so this has to do with a lot of, I wanted abundance, success, wealth, prosperity, luck in overall things. And of course, you want to make sure that you're attracting love in your relationship, or continue to keep love in your relationship. You want to open new doors for new job opportunities or new career opportunities, things like that. So this was a positive candle for me, but it burned black. So like I said, it could have been because I had negativity in my house. It could have been that someone wished me not, as you know, say, I'm not going to, I'm not, you know, like, you know how you get people who are just envious and jealous and they don't wish you well at all. And, you know, they're like, oh, I don't want her to have nothing, you know. So you could have, someone could have sent me some negativity, okay? That could have been a possibility, because my other candles burn completely clean, gray. This is the first time that I've ever experienced this. Oh, okay, so now another reason why my candle could have turned black was because, see how long this wick is? You see how long that wick is? That wick is pretty long. You want to make sure that your wick is cut short. So I would have, next time I will cut this to about there. See where the bend is? That's where I will cut it, that short. I will remove that much of the wick. Okay, so number one, if you have a very long wick, it's going to create a big flame, cause your candle to burn. Or you see all these wax fruit pieces in there. There's wax fruit pieces in here, and there's also oils in here as well, and stuff to cause it, to make it have fragrance and dyes. So that could have also made my candle burn black. Now, there are other people who burn these candles and it burns completely clean. So it could be a variety of things. It could be that there was negativity sent my way, or there was something negative in my house and it affected that. And again, it could be because the wick was too long and there's too many, you know, embellishments in there. Sometimes when you put your own oils and your own herbs in here, it would cause this. It would, you know, your candle will burn a little bit, you know, higher. Another reason why my candle probably burned black, this is one of the reasons why I think it did, is because, okay, so number one, I think that I didn't, okay, let me say this first. I do a lot of protection in my home, for our home, our property, our vehicles, ourselves. I do this every single month, and I know there's nothing negative in my house. Every time I get something, like for example, when I bought this, okay, I bought this plus a lot of other stuff at the antique shop. First thing I did was cleanse this, okay? And so you think something like this, oh, this can't have nothing. No, you need to cleanse it. When I got my little doll over there, my Madonna doll, I made sure I cleansed her really well too. So, you know, I don't feel that I have anything in my home that could have caused this. What I actually think causes that I did not consecrate, or if you want to call it, I did not cleanse my candle. Whenever you get anything, especially candles, you want to cleanse them. And I didn't do that when it came to this. I was in such a hurry that I just lit this, okay? So I just burned it, and I didn't, and whether this is manufactured, you don't know who's had their hands on it, and then it's gone to a practitioner's place. Now, what if the place where you bought this has a lot of negativity? What if someone came and picked this up and they had negativity? You don't know where you picked it up from. So what you want to do is when you get your candles, you want to cleanse them. Whether you run them through sage, Palo Santo, whatever it is that you do to cleanse your candle, you want to cleanse it and get all the negativity off. I will run it through, you know, sage or whatever it is I need to do. Or I have my own protecting water, you know, the little spray bottles that I make. Let me get it so I can show you. I have about 4 of them down there, and they all have something completely different. This one is a protecting water that I made. And this has rosemary and sage. It has holy water, and it has Florida water in here as well. And it has some citrine chips in here, okay? And then I just use this to cleanse a candle. So you can just squirt it or whatever you're cleansing. And you can use it to spray in the air if you feel the air is thick and you don't know what's going on, or before you want to do a spell, you want to make sure that your area is cleansed and free of any type of negativity or anything that's going on. So you want to go ahead and just spray, you know, around, right? And so if you can make something like this out of water, and you want to use charged water, and you can put some just regular sea salt in there, or any type of salt you have. You can put some herbs in there. However you want to do it, you can make your own. You could also put your Florida water straight in there and just use it, you know, on your candles, or you know, use Florida water for the base. So this is how I cleanse my candles. I'll just use regular Florida water. Just put it on your hands, okay? And then just get your candles, and you want to rub your candles. You can do it any way you want. You can go up, you can go down, but when I'm just cleansing something, that's just what I do. I just put Florida water in my hands, and I cleanse my candle. And I do this right before I'm going to use them, okay? So put your Florida water onto your candles, make sure it's nice and cleansed, and then make sure it's nice and dry, so that way you can write on here, okay? You don't want to write on here or put all of your symbols or whatever you're going to do, and then put your oil on there, because it's going to smear or take everything off. So you definitely want to do that before, okay? And so whether you buy a bunch of candles and you come home and you want to just sit and do that, you can. And I normally won't cleanse my candles until right before I use it. And I know for sure I didn't cleanse this candle. So that could be a reason why my candle burned black. That's really the reason why I think my candle burned black, because I didn't cleanse it, and I think maybe it got some negative energy attached to my candle. So that's how I feel. Now, so those are really simple steps. You want to make sure you're cleansing your candles when you get them home and before you use them, because if you don't, you can have this bullshit happen. Now, the good thing about when this candle burned like this, you see how it burned black all the way down? But look when it got to down here. This part of it, my spirit guides from here down, my spirit guides caught it and took that shit out. So usually when you have a candle that burns black and it starts burning black, and then all of a sudden it starts running clear like this one, that shows me that whatever was on this candle, my spirit guides caught that and they cleared it up. So the rest of it burned clear. Now, sometimes you'll have a candle that burns clear and then all of a sudden it starts getting black. So that means like whatever spell you're doing was good until, especially if you're doing it to somebody else. If you were trying to burn a bad luck spell, you know, some type of malicious spell on someone, and you're burning it, and you're like, ooh, I hate this bitch. I hope this happens to her. Boom, and you light it, and it's burning really good. And then all of a sudden, when you get to like maybe right here, and it starts burning black, that means that other person, their spirit guides, caught it, and they, you know, and so your candle is black. It means it's not gonna happen. So in my case, since I was on the receiving end, if that was the case, my spirit guides caught it and said, no, not today, bitches, not today. So, like I said, there could have been several reasons for that to happen. But and at this point, it really didn't matter to me how that happened. Just the fact that it happened made me really realize that, hey, I fucked up. I did not cleanse my candle. And so rather, like I said, you can use just plain oil, Florida water like I did, and rub your candle, or you can make your own concoction, or you can put your Florida water in here and spray. I use spray bottles when I have a lot of different things that I need to spray, that I need to use versus this. I mean, like versus like the way I was doing it. You know, I'll just squirt my candles, you know, have a bunch of them. So now here's another trick, or little tip, not a trick, but a tip. If you are going to leave your candles unattended, oh gosh, it's really hard for me to go and leave a candle lit, because I'm so terrified that our house is going to start on fire. And so even though I will leave it in a fireplace if I feel like I need to make sure this is contained somewhere, you can, you know, put your candles on the fireplace when you're going to leave somewhere. Or if you know you're going to be in and out all the time, it's just best just to go ahead and do your fireplace and you know, make sure your fireplace is nice and clean, you know, and go ahead. If you have one of those types of fireplaces that are kind of bumpy and you're not sure, buy a piece of tile, you know, and put it down there and place it on top of there. Because if your candle should explode or fall over, it's in the fireplace, and you know, it's a fireproof place, and it's going to die down. It's going to be fine. But and if you don't want to move your candles, just go ahead and do your spell in your fireplace. Now, if I'm going to be setting my candles here on my altar to burn, I'll take a bowl like this and put my candle in here with water. Okay, then I set this on top of a fireproof plate. So you can go to Home Depot and buy like a piece of slab, like a brick slab, or you can buy a piece of tile. They sell them by the little squares, and you can set your dish with your water on top of that. Not only is it making it, you know, you're creating some stability, but what you're also doing is that if this should get hot and this should break for some reason, it's on top of that. You know what I mean? So it's not on top of a cloth or anything like that. These are just tips to help you if you leave candles going. Because a candle you have no clue on what a candle is going to do. You know, like I said, no clue. That shit must have been burning pretty, you know, high. So I just put it in a bowl like this, and then I put it on top of a fireproof, you know, plate. I have one that has a triquetra, and I set it on that. But when we go to Home Depot, I'm going to get me a piece of tile, a fireproof tile slab, so I can put it on my altar, because you don't want it to burn your table, or you don't want it to burn your cloth. You know, there's so many things that can happen that could create fire, especially if you are putting oils and herbs and any other type of things in your candles. You are just setting yourself up for a higher flame, and there's going to be a lot of fire in here, and it could bust. So you want to be careful. Or you can have one of those candles that whatever was so powerful, whether someone sent something to you or you're sending something or whatever it is, I have seen candles that have exploded. And so, you know, you have to be prepared. I had a candle that had La Santísima Muerte in it, and it was a wax figure of her inside. It was really pretty, and she was outlined in a gold piece of thread, and I burned it. And I was sitting in the other room. This is here in fall, and I had the windows open, and I was watching TV, and I was burning in my bedroom. And I'm like, smells like trash, like somebody's burning trash. You know, we live out here in the country, so people burn trash all the time. I'm like, but it smells really close. Then I walked into my bedroom, and my thing was on fire. Like, fire, fire, holy shit. So, and even though it was in a bowl, it was on fire. The threading caught on fire, and that shit was blazing. I'm like, holy shit, you're supposed to be helping me, not killing me. Yeah, it was crazy. And so I just put it out because it was a big flame. So you have to, I can only imagine, like, I mean, you know, what if I wasn't here, you know, that shit would have busted, you know. So you have to be really careful. Now, here's a tip. You don't use a bowl like this or a pan or, you know, whatever. You can use these. Your little vases that you get when you get flowers. You know, we all got some. If not, you know, you can go to Goodwill. You can go to Goodwill. You can go to garage sales. They always have these. You always see vases for sale because nobody knows what the hell to do with them. So I just put my candle in my vase because contain. So you can put water in there, and you know that it's not gonna fall over, right? Because it's stable. It's stable. See, flat. It's stable. It can't tip over because it's in there. And this is a heavy vase, so you can go ahead and know that your candle's gonna be just fine contained in a vase. Okay. So you can do it like that. You can use these little ones. See? Fill it with water. So when you're going to do these, you want to make sure that you put all of your symbols and the names, everything on the top part of your candle, because down here you're going to have water, about probably up to here's what I put water, and then just sit that there and let it burn. You know, these vases are really good for a lot of things, and like I said, you know, keeping your candles contained is a great way to keep it safe and, you know, and to use these. Now, another way that you can use these, what I use these for is, there are certain people in your life that you want to wish them some good luck. You want to wish them, you know, luck and love and money and all health, everything. Then you have some people that you just can't stand and you wish them bad luck. Okay, so you can use that for these as well. So let's just say, let's start with the people that you want to wish bad luck to. You know, guys, we all have them. We all have them nagging little bitches that just deserve to have some shit happen in their life because they're just evil bitches. You guys know what I mean? Y'all like, ooh, Murphy, I know. So you just get yourself a little jar like this. You can use a mason jar. You can use any type of, but I'm just saying, if you have a lot of these and you have a lot of names that you want to put in your container, get something like this, and you want to just make your own stuff. So what you want to do is you want to fill this up with whatever vile thing you can think of. Now, you can have, if you're going to use liquid stuff, I suggest you put it in a jar because nobody wants to smell that. So, but if you're going to do it dry, you can do it like this. So you can put graveyard dirt. You can put, let's just say, for example, you can put graveyard dirt. You can put red chili flakes, chili powder. You can put black pepper, black salt. You can put dried up poop from an animal. Anything vile that you can think of, put it in here. But dry, okay? And then once all that's in there, just kind of mix it all up, all right? Sorry, I was reading something. Mix it all up. And then once it's ready and you have all your stuff in here, write the names of the people, or if you have pictures, print those pictures out with their name and their date of birth if you can on there, and just fold it up and put it in there. After you got all the names in there, just kind of mix it all up, shake it around, and then put this somewhere where no one's going to mess with it. Trust me, that's all you need to do. Every once in a while, take it and just kind of shake it up. That's all you need to do. Now, say you want to wish somebody good stuff. So if I want to wish someone happiness, I want to attract good, you know, good things like happiness and love, wealth, prosperity, success, you know, all these good things that you want to attract. You want to go ahead and fill this up with sweet stuff. And you can put like sugar. Sugar would be the base of mine. Sugar, and I would put, you know, because you want to sweeten their life, okay? So when you're putting ingredients in, whether it's good or bad, you want to think what this ingredient will do. In this case, I want to bring someone sweet things into their life. So you're going to fill it up with sugar. If you're doing a jar, think of everything that you want to sweeten their life with, but liquid form, like syrup, molasses, things like that. Honey is too expensive. You can put some honey in there, but I would fill it with like pancake syrup or molasses, really sweet. So put that in there. And then you can put cinnamon in there, cinnamon sticks. You can put lavender to bring peace and tranquility to them. You can put rosebuds in there to bring love. You know, you let yourself go crazy with whatever you want to do. Now, you can use this, and then you would do the same thing with their names. But if you're going to use just their name, I would suggest try to get a date of birth. But if you can't get their date of birth, just a regular picture, print out a picture and put their name on it and put it in there. And once you don't have to do many. If you're just going to do one person, you can just do like a little honey jar. But you can put a lot in there and do the same thing. Just shake it up, and, put it up somewhere. Now, if you're going to do liquid form, same thing, but just put a lid on it. You can use these and you can specify them. Say you want to make one just for, a lot of people that are sick and you want to try to, how can I help these people who are sick? You can make a jar like this and you can do dry herbs of everything that you want to use to heal. You want to bring healing to them. You want to bring love and tranquility to them. Peace of mind, so make one for healing, make one for love, make one for money. You can specify exactly what you want and make little jars out of these, or make a general one. So there are so many uses that you can use these little things for. Yeah, like those little, we buy those giant jars of pickles, and yeah, I have one like for people that are just so vile that I'm like, look, you need to taste your own medicine. Put it in there, close it up, and then just shake it up every once in a while. Shake it. You can put, like, for the bad one, you can even take, I would take this right here and I'm smash it all up and I'll put it in that jar, because shattered glass or shattered mirror means you want to shatter their life, and you put that into your bad one. Again, any ingredient that you put into your jar has to have a purpose. So what would I use glass for? Because I want to shatter their lives. Boom, you put it in there. You want to put black salt in there because you want them to get a taste of their own medicine. Things like that. So I just wanted to give y'all a tip on that. All right, guys. I hope y'all like this tip with the candles and the jars. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.